The story starts from the year 2050 where we see a girl named Nova who is searching for water on the barren land. This is a time when the Earth is no longer habitable and the oxygen in the atmosphere is also only 44%. Only Nova is left and she is moving ahead when she gets a call from the command center and she immediately reaches there. In the command center we see an old man whose half face was burned. This man commands Nova that now the time has come, after which Nova wears her space suit and sits in the ship and is accompanied by an AI robot. Both of them sit in the ship and start going out of the Earth's orbit. On looking outside Shiva, Nova finds that the Earth is now lifeless. Looks like a stone. After this, Nova creates a wormhole with energy and enters it. Actually, Nova is going to the past through time travel so that she can save the Earth from this condition. As soon as Nova enters the wormhole, in no time, Nova's spaceship touches the speed of light, due to which Nova begins to faint, while some malfunction occurs in the spaceship as well, due to which Nova's spaceship crashes in 2025. In 2025, a boy named Nas is roaming around on his ATV bike, and his eyes fall on Nova's spaceship and he chases it. Nas sees that Nova is unconscious, and also Nova is here in the form of a child, i.e. due to time travel, Nova's age. Here Nova was unconscious, and after seeing the spaceship, the police were moving in the same direction. So Ad asks Nas for help, and Nas takes Nova on his ATV bike and takes him to a closed and old factory. Here the police officer is near the clear spaceship. She reaches there, but there was nothing there except the spaceship. On the other hand, seeing Nova unconscious, Ed asks Nas to fix him, but Nas says, "Do you see me as a doctor?" On this, Rudd calls him useless and leaves from here. Nas also remembers something, and he immediately reaches his cabin in the forest and takes the first aid box and leaves for the factory. As soon as Nas leaves, Cleria reaches there and interrogates Nas' father, because this was the only house which was very close to the crash site. The officer tells that near the crash site they found traces of a KTV bike, on which Nas' father says that it belonged to Nas and he used to spend most of his time in the factory. On this, officer Clear leaves for the factory. When Nas reaches the factory, he does not see anyone else there except Nova's spacesuit. He was searching for Nova and Dee when suddenly Nova comes from behind. She points her gun at Nas, and Dee also says that it is of no use to us, but Nas is scared and gives a tissue to Nova so that she can clean the bloody blood from her nose. Meanwhile, Clear also reaches here, but as soon as they come inside, Nova runs away with Nas and T in Claire's car. On the way, Nas asks, "Who are you and why have you come here?" On this, Nova says that she has come here for a good work, just to help someone. CA and tell anything. Next morning, Claire and one of her companions show Nova's spaceship to the colonel. Claire's companion tells that they have found some fingerprints in it which exactly match those of a girl named Nova, and the spaceship is much more advanced than our time. On this, the colonel orders them to gather complete information about the spaceship. On the other hand, Nova and Nas are moving ahead in Claire's car, where Nova is very happy to see the trees and plants because by her time all this was over. As soon as they go away, the car stops due to heat, but luckily a man named Elton is passing by who offers both Noah and Nas a ride to his home and also promises to fix their car. So both of them also agree and then go with Elton to his house, where Elton's wife was farming while Claire along with the officers reaches the house of younger Nova, who was actually the Nova of 2025 and was at home last night. That's why Claire doesn't get much evidence and has to leave empty-handed. Here, Nas and Elton had fixed the car together and now they all have dinner together. Here, Officer Claire had taken little Nova into custody. She was trying to know from where such a small girl got such advanced technology. Claire asks Nova, "What is your future?" On this, Nova tells her to become a fighter plane pilot and also gets the location of Claire's car. It is found out that it was at Elton's house, so Claire reaches Elton's house with her team. Seeing the police coming, Noah and Nas run towards the forest. Claire asks Elton about his car, to which Elton refuses, but the officers find the car, on which Claire asks how her car came here and also shows photos of Nova and Nas and inquires about them, but Elton does not tell anything, but Nas' jacket was inside, which was found by the officer. Actually, after going home, Elton had given clothes to Nas to change. Nas and Noah understand this and start running in the bushes, while Claire understands that both of them have just run away, so they started searching in the bushes with the whole team. Meanwhile, Nas and Nova encounter an officer whom Nova shoots, but the officer was not dead but had gone into slow motion speed. Noah tells Nas that he just shot the officer in slow motion for some time. Nas is completely surprised to see this and moves forward following Nova. While both of them are leaving, Claire reaches here and is surprised to see the officer in slow motion like this, while Nova and Nas are named Falcon. We reach a building where a meeting was going on for a project regarding drilling in the North Pole. This project was being done by a man named Simon along with his father. So Nova tells Simon that he should not do this project if the North Pole, if drilling is done in India. The Earth will be destroyed, there will be global warming, there will be a tsunami, due to which all the water on the Earth will be lost, and by 2050, the Earth will not be habitable. Hearing all this from the mouth of such a small girl, Simon and other people start laughing as well. They also make fun of Nova, while Simon's father asks the security guards to take these two children out, but Nova does not give up and sticks Dee under her car to find out Simon's house. On the other hand, Claire, she tries to cure the officer, but the checkup reveals that the officer's physical body is fine, but his mind is running at too much speed. Meanwhile, a call comes from the security room of Falcon building that Nova has got Simon's car. Hearing this, Claire sets out to go to the same building as she is being recorded by a CCTV camera installing a device in the car, and Nova sees Nas both who were fitting something in Simon's car while Nova has now reached Simon's house. She tells Simon that she knows him very well, and at the same time she shows a hologram of the same old man whose half face was burned. This man is actually none other than Simon's old form. Old Simon says that the drilling that his company is going to do at the North Pole will destroy the whole Earth, and it is not right to destroy the whole world just to prove yourself to your father. Seeing all this, at first Simon gets confused, but then Noah and laughs at Nas because he thought he was joking with him. Meanwhile, the police also arrive here and hastily open fire on Noah and Dee, while Nas, as soon as he gets the chance, goes straight to Elton, and Elton here Nova is admitted to the hospital. As soon as she regains consciousness, Claire goes to her and says, "Tell me the truth so that I can help you." Trusting Claire, Nova also helps her in the drilling project. She tells about being stopped and also tells her truth that she has come from 2050. It was not possible to believe Noah's words, so Claire asks her partner about the possibilities of time travel, where her partner tells that the ship Nova has come from her. It is a very advanced technology which is not possible in this time, and this robot is also made of very advanced technology. While While both of them were talking, Ed regains consciousness and he takes Claire's gun. He leaves from here, both of them chase him, but by then Dee has gone too far. After this, Claire reaches Simon and once again asks him to check his drilling project to see if there is anything wrong with it. Will that project cause the end of the world? Meanwhile, Simon's father comes here and tells Claire that he is doing all this legally and leaves from here with Simon, reaching Dawn's on the other side. Naz also surrenders himself to the police and shoots them all with Nova's gun and puts them in slow-mo. He takes Nova from the hospital and goes straight to the crash side, and before Claire reaches here, puts Nova in a spaceship and sends her back to her time. In 2050, Nova was frustrated because she felt that the mission had failed and now Earth had to be saved. No one can save her, but old Simon says that there is nothing like that. Then a child comes running and calls Nova Mummy. Also, her husband was Naz. That is, it was possible to change the future by going into the past, so Nova should go back on the mission. Decides and returns to the same location where Claire was taking Naz, but Noah shows her a gun and asks her to send Naz with him. Claire also does the same because she understood that Artha to save Simon's project. It is very important to stop, and then Nova and Naz sit in the spaceship and go towards the North Pole where there are many other spaceships on the way, seeing which Nova says that these are different spaceships and are here only because they have come to stop this drilling project. On the other hand, in the North Pole, Simon's father was telling about the benefits of the project, but Simon tells him to stop this project, while Nova and Na move forward, killing all the guards in slow motion. Moving on, Simon's father is angry with Simon, but Simon says that if Nova is telling the truth, then we should not put the whole world in danger because of this one project, but his father kicks him out of the project and drills. They move forward to turn on the machine, but Nova freezes them here and also pauses that shuttle. After this, Claire sees on TV that many time travelers have come here at once, and along with the North Pole. Along with this, they have also destroyed the machinery of other countries, which was harming the Earth. Here, Nova takes Naz to Elton's house, and after saying thanks, she goes back to her time. But she does not tell Naz that in the future, they have married, while Claire now takes Naz under her custody and interrogates him, to which Naz tells that this is just the beginning. In the future, a time travel machine has been built, and as long as the Earth is in danger, it will be like this. The time traveler will come and fix him. Claire also leaves Naz and also returns his ATV bike, and with this movie ends here. So friends, how did you like this movie explanation? Do tell by commenting and like the video, and share, and for the explanation of more such movies, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you do not miss the upcoming videos. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.